Hello, class. How are you doing today?
Good.
Great.
All
Somebody is
right.
replying. Hello. Okay, today is lab 1, and we're going to need a Microsoft project. Last time at the end of the class, I showed you how to find it if you're a Windows user, and I showed you how to access VM Labs if you're a Mac user. The way lab exercises work is that you're going to work with me in the class, show your work, submit before you leave, and you're done. If somebody is not here, they can still submit by midnight, but for me to give them credit, they have to meet me and show me that they know how to follow the steps. So it's an exercise, meaning that you practice doing things with me. I'll give you feedback, I'll help you complete it. This is going to be helpful for your group assignment 1. So just a reminder, everybody has Microsoft Project or has access to Microsoft Project. Do you remember what we did last time? Yes? Do I assume that everybody has it? Let me go to the Reginet page and show something to you. If I may, let's see. Okay, so this is your start here module. Yes. And then you're gonna go down. This is your lab 1. There is a guide attached to it. You can download the guide, gives you some information, and then you're gonna follow what you see on this screen. I'll stop after about 30 minutes. I'll look at your work. Those of you who are ready, I'll just give you the go ahead to submit. And those of you who have issues, I will help you troubleshoot. And in case you still don't know where Microsoft Project is and you're too shy to ask, when you go to technical requirements links on the Start Here module, you have the Microsoft Project that takes you to Azure. You can download it, or you can access VM Labs. I'm going to go to the Microsoft Project. Feel free to download the description and have it in front of you. I'm going to do a little bit of organization here. This is as far as we got in my previous section, so I'm going to show you this. This is a simple work breakdown structure. I'm going to ask some of you to help me with the recap. So let me see who is here and ask you questions. All right. Let's see. Benjamin, Ben, what do you see? Number 1 to this number. I have to highlight these numbers for you. Let me see if I can do that. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 9. What are they?
Is it the project lifecycle?
Exactly. Good job. Project lifecycle phases and Sdlc phases. If you remember, we had initiation, planning, execution, closing, and evaluation. Again, go ahead, download the document that I have for you attached to lab 1. That document reminds you of some of these definitions that we talked about last time. So as Ben said, these are PLC phases. The only thing is that the middle phase, which is execution, has been expanded to include SDLC phases, system development lifecycle phases. So we have analysis, design, development, test, and deployment. That's what happens during execution phase of project lifecycle. You're actually creating an information systems. And thus, you follow phases of systems development lifecycle. Now, who remembers what goes under a phase? If you You were here on Monday. We talked about a deliverable oriented work breakdown structure. And this is what you see in front of you. You decompose the big project to phases, that what your classmate just said, and then phases to deliverables. And under deliverables, you list activities that help you produce that deliverable. So here, business case is the major deliverable we produce during the initiation phase. Project charter is the major deliverable we produce during the planning phase. I have three very simple tasks listed for a business case. I have a milestone for the business case completion, a milestone for the phase completion. A milestone has duration of 0. It's just for you to signify the day that it happened. You ended business case work. You ended the initiation phase. And then we had dependencies. Here I have two columns. One of them is showing dependencies based on the row number. So it's saying that this row depends on row number 3. The other column gives us the identifier of that row 3. So row 3 is this one, 1.11. That's the third level of the hierarchy, which is a task. So the first level, 1, 2, 3, 4 are your phases. The second level, 1.1 or 2.1 or 3.1, 3.2 are your deliverables. And the third level of hierarchy are your activities or tasks. These are the things you can actually assign to your team members and you can estimate duration of. So with that in mind, I'm going to start a new project, a new blank project. And then we're going to get started doing things, and then we're going to look at the Gantt chart and look at the dependencies. So first thing I want you to do, if you see here, some of you, your screen doesn't let you see at the bottom on the status bar, bottom of your screen. Then it says ready. There is something like a pin that says new tasks, manually schedule. You want to have that auto schedule. Change that to auto schedule. This is a very important, a very critical, small detail. In fact, it will save you a lot of time and a lot of headache later. It tells you that if something changes about a given task, all related tasks will be updated accordingly. This is a nice feature, and in most cases, you want to have this feature on auto schedule.
So an example, like if, a project is ahead or behind and you add or remove days, it will shift everything after that for
Exactly.
you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Automatically changes the start time, end time of everything that depends on it. Good question. Second thing I want you to do is to stay on task name column, select the column, right click. Let me see, I have a question. Robert, is it your first session you're attending the class? It's Microsoft project. For Mac users, you would need to go to VM Labs. So I have to stop here, share with you something, change the share. So if you're a Mac user, and one thing I just noticed, if you are a Mac user and you prefer to work with Google Gantt, you can do that too. So search for Gantt, and then it lets you have a free trial, and it may give you a higher speed. You can do that, but things will be a little bit different. For Mac users, if you want to use Microsoft Project, I have to show you Reginet page again so you know where the link is. No, not that page. Let me make sure I have it. So here, here. When you're on start here, you press technical requirements, help and beyond button. Then you have VM labs. There are two versions, one with Cisco VPN, one without. So you must read these. And I think the first link I have is the one. One of them doesn't require you to have a VPN. Let's see. Click on that. And you get to a place like this, and then you can install VMware Horizon Client, or you can just do the HTML access for today. You're gonna log in with your ULID and password, and then you're gonna go to IT Lab Pool, and then search for Microsoft Project. If you don't have it, or if you think it's faster, you haven't used IT Labs before, you may want to stay with Google services. I'll do one round because some of your classmates, they've been here last time and they've done the work and they're ready to take it. But then we'll come back to see who is behind. Let's do it. Stay on task name column, insert column, do search for work breakdown structure, WBS, that's very down on the list. So I'm just adding a new way of numbering. That 1.1, 1.12, those identifiers are WBS identifiers. Then I'm gonna add my phases. So I'm gonna start with initiating, go to planning. Let me put this aside for a minute. Planning. Then I'm going to expand execution and list Sdlc phases: analysis, design, development, test, deploy. Then I'm going to get back to my last two phases of PLC, which are closing and evaluation. These are all my phases listed here. I'm going to go ahead and add two deliverables, and this is something that is said on your lab guide. To insert a task, you have to go a row after the place you want to insert it. Right click. Excuse me. Business case is it's the major deliverables for the first phase. I'm going to stay there. This is an important detail. Look at the top in my schedule tab. There is indent. I'm going to indent. That becomes 1.1. So business case is now 1.1. It's the first deliverable for phase 1. Indent task. Everybody's with me?
No, could you please show how to do that again?
Go up there on the schedule tab. Do you see a schedule tab at the top?
Yes.
There is indent, the arrow to the right.
Why isn't it working? What do I have to do? I click, okay. I click on initiating and then click the indent task.
No, click on business case.
Business case. I don't have business. Like I need to know how to do that.
Oh, stay on planning, right click, insert task, and then a task will be added on top of it.
Oh, okay, I see that. And then click the indent on the new task.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Click
All
the
right.
indent on business case.
And then how did
Got
you
it.
get the WBS category?
Here,
So like the 1.1, for example. I don't.
to get this extra column, stay on task name, right click, insert column, and then pick WBS.
Okay, I got it. Thanks. Thank you.
Perfect. Now, some of you asked me how to insert a task. I'm going to do it again. Go one row below. So right now I'm going to insert a task under planning. I'm going to stay on analysis, right click, insert task. And that's going to be a project charter. And by the way, business case and project charter are the two pieces of deliverables that you work on in your first 6 weeks of the class and in your first group assignment. So I'm going to do the same indent. All I'm saying by indenting is that 2.1 is not a phase, is a deliverable inside the phase above. So let's see what the chat is saying. I don't have it. I'm sorry. Let's see. Where is chat? Oh, here. Where is this project? I could not find it. I can't find Microsoft project on Azure page. Okay. So those of you I may not have noticed this last time. Let me talk about Azure again. And I talked about this last time and I asked you to be ready. Let's stop everyone and give you another chance to find out where to find Azure. So let's change the share. So if you are a Windows user, go to Microsoft project link. It takes you to this place. Go to Azure, sign in. And also if you're a Windows user and you don't want to download, you can still do the VM Labs. So here on software tab, you search for project. Then you click on it, it gives you a link. So click on generate URL and then it gives you a key. Going back to the project. All right, so we have the project charter as the deliverable for the second phase. What I am going to do, maybe I make this one up. I'm gonna just stay with these two deliverables. And I told you we're gonna add a milestone for each phase. So let's do that. Stay on planning, row number 3, right click, insert task. And we're gonna make this a phase completion milestone. Initiation complete, hooray. How does it know that's the milestone? We're gonna set duration to 0. We're gonna do the same, go on row number 6 now, right click, insert task, and say planning done. Make that 0 for duration, and the system will know this is a milestone. So what I have done, and it's written on your guide, if you didn't follow me step by step, your guide is telling you to do the same. List the phases, which we did, all the phases of Sdlc and Plc, and we're gonna have two major deliverables, one that's business case 1.1, and the other is a project charter 2.1. So two deliverables here. And then we added two milestones, one for each of the phases. I'm playing with the font sizes just to make sure things are showing up on your screen for you to follow. Next thing I want to do, and it's written on your lab guide, is that we want to have a general modified waterfall approach, meaning that the phases happen one after the other, but they can overlap. So I'm going to click on major phases, not on deliverables yet, major phases. And then specify dependencies. You can follow me or you can do your own version because it doesn't have to be looking exactly like mine. So double click on planning. Double click on planning. There is a box. Go to predecessors and say what is coming after this one. So I'm going to say planning happens after initiating. So a simple finish to start. You can give it some lag if you want to.
Where is the major task button that you clicked?
Double click on the task. Double click on planning. Do you see the box? Yes or no?
I think he froze.
It's okay.
Oh, my internet dropped for a second.
Okay, do you have it?
Yes, I do have it.
Perfect. So I'm going to go to the next phase. So I'm going to stay on phases right now. I'm not specifying dependencies among tasks. This is just to show that I'm going to do a waterfall. And you see on my Gantt chart, it's already looking like it's going to be a waterfall. I'm going to say analysis and planning. So analysis depends on planning, but it doesn't have to be finished to start. I can do start to start with some lag. So I can start my analysis 7 days after my planning has started. I'm going to go to design. Same thing for design. Design depends on analysis, but it doesn't have to be finish to finish, start to start. I'm going to give it a little bit more lag, 14 days. Let me zoom out on my Gantt chart so you see the flow here. This is the flow. As you change dependencies, things start to flow like they are waterfall. Developments and design. Development depends on design. Still start to start. I want to start my or development maybe 10 days after I started designing. Maybe you would disagree. You would say, in my experiences, it's better to have design completed. This depends on the project, your style, and the approach you're taking. We are doing a possible way of making things waterfall with overlap. Test, I'm going to say test can also do start to start with development. You may give it a lower lag because as soon as you can write code, you can test it. Unit testing at least. Deployment, I'm going to say that's going to stay finished to start on testing. Closing, it's going to stay finished to start on deployment with some lag. And evaluation, I'm going to say happens after closing, maybe after a week of rest. So I have a waterfall on the right side of my screen on my Gantt chart. Do you have a waterfall? That's the question. If not, go ahead, play with the dependencies. Going back to the big version of my task sheet, I'm gonna cut and paste this one here. Oh no, I think I didn't do it the right way. So I'm going to insert another column here for my dependencies. Right side of your predecessors, right click, insert column, and pick WBS predecessor. Okay. This is going to give you the same information that the column predecessor is giving you. The difference is that this one is giving you the WBS identifier of the task you're depending on. And you don't see the difference right now, but in a minute, you're gonna see the difference. So you have that column added. These are my dependencies. Right now, the row number is the same as predecessors, but we're gonna add dependency among tasks, and that's gonna make it different. I see that there is chat, but I don't see the chat. It's skipping from me. Let me see what's happening to the chat window. For some reason, okay. Oh, okay. Open it on Mac. You have to go to VM Lab. For some reason, I don't see the chat when I have the sharing. All right. Okay, one important thing, usually I do that at the beginning of my labs. We haven't done it. Let's do it before it's too late. Save file as your name underscore lab1, your first name, last initial. So lab1, your name, or your name lab1. So I'm gonna do Elahe J underscore lab1, first name, last initial. Save it before our work is lost. Class, I'm gonna add tasks on their business case. For that, I need to go one row below business case, stay there, right click, insert task. And I'm gonna do that 4 times because I'm gonna add 3 tasks and a milestone for that deliverable. So right click, insert task 4 times. And because those are tasks that would help us produce business case, select all 4 of them. They have to go 1 level down the hierarchy, indent them. So they would become 1.1.1 to 1.1.4. Again, I'm trying to increase this font size so you would see it. I'm going to add 3 simple tasks here. First one, define measurable organizational values. This is an important step in defining business case. Then define problem and identify solution alternative. That's the second one. And compare solutions, compare alternatives, and propose one. This is a very simple version of what we need to do. And the last one, 1.14, is your milestone for the deliverable. I'm going to call it business case completed, done. That's going to be 0 in days. Now, what I want you to do, take a look at this hierarchy. And for each of your phases, come up with hypothetical numbers for duration of the lowest level of the hierarchy. So in the case of business case, the lowest level is 1.3, 1.2, and 1.13, 1.12, and 1.11. So I'm going to put hypothetical numbers here, 6 days here, 14 days here, and 7 days here. So when you add estimation for the lowest level of the hierarchy, the higher levels will be estimated automatically. That's when you choose automatic scheduling for your activities. For project planning, I only have project charter and the milestone. So I go to the lowest level, which is the project charter and milestone. I add durations. These are hypothetical numbers. You don't have a project at hand. So let's say it's 5 weeks. And for the rest of them, phase 3 to phase 9, because there is no lower level, you would just go ahead, add numbers for those. So I'm going to say 48 days for analysis. Hypothetical numbers again, it doesn't have, your numbers don't have to match my numbers. So do your best. Just the key is make sure the question mark disappears. The question mark is there, it means that your numbers are not final yet. Make sure no question mark shows up on this column. Next thing you want to do is identify dependencies among the tasks that we just added. So first one is define measurable organizational values. That's the first task that's been done during phase 1. There is nothing before it, nothing that this one depends on it. Next one, 1.12, double click on it. I'm going to say that one depends on the one before it. It's start to start with a few days of lag. So I start identifying the problem and the solutions after I work on my measurable organizational values. I am going to hide, or maybe I keep those. I'm going to highlight these two. Now look at here. This is saying this one depends on task in row 3 SS, 3 start to start. But WBS predecessor column shows the identifier of that task. So row 3 is actually 1.1.1. So these two columns, they show the same information. One of them shows the row number to tell you how these activities connect. One of them shows this number, that this identifier that has hierarchy information in it. So going back to the next one, 1.1.3, I'm going to say that depends on 1.12. And I'm gonna just give it a simple finish to start. Again, this one, look at these two numbers. Let me highlight those. So here I'm saying that, maybe I can highlight too. I'm saying that task, this one, this row depends on row 4, which is this one. Row 4 is actually task 1.12. That's how these two pieces of information are the same. And business case completed, done. That's a milestone. I'm going to say that milestone depends on the one before it. Comparing alternative analysis, I'm going to give it a lag because you may want to just sit on it a few days before you submit. And then I'm going to say the phase completion milestone 1.2 depends on business case completion milestone. Again, maybe with a few days of lag. So I have all the dependencies. So I'm gonna start showing the steps that you've missed. So everybody who is with me, good. If not, then I can stop now. You can tell me what's not working for you or what steps you have missed. This is all you need to have by the end of the session. So about 40 minutes that you have. Let me show you very quickly where my Gantt chart is and how it looks like. This is a Gantt chart, example of a logical Gantt chart. It flows like a modified waterfall. All activities are connected. If an activity is not connected, it means that you are doing something that nobody is using. So if nobody is using the outcome of your product, why are you doing that? Just a quick recap before I stop to catch some of you up with the steps that you've missed. Phases, two deliverables, and a few tasks under 1.1, which is your business case deliverable for phase 1. So stop me now and tell me what steps you have missed. Let me unhighlight.
If we stayed with you, can we turn in right now?
Yes, I want to see it. Go ahead, share with me.
Do I can just share my screen, right? Okay.
Share screen. Let me. Perfect. So can you zoom out on your Gantt chart so I see what you have?
Yes.
Perfect. And then I'm going to double check everything. You have the milestones. You have the auto schedule done. All the dependency. Good job, Trent. Done. You can actually leave the class.
Oh, sweet.
Can
Okay.
I go too?
If you show me your work, you can.
All right.
I also kept up.
Yeah, I would.
We turn it in though, right? We just
Yes, submit and then leave. Yes. Go ahead. Who is next?
I'd like to show you mine.
Is that how you're going to share with me? With your phone on the screen?
Yeah, I'm on Zoom on my phone. Can you see it okay?
Oh, so you can have Zoom on your computer?
I'm using the VMware, so.
Oh, I see. So can you get me closer to your task sheet? Your Gantt chart looks okay. I want to just see you have the milestones. Can you zoom in on your task sheet? Can you just use the camera features? No.
You could try to make the text bigger. Make
Let me see.
the text bigger on the milestones.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
That might help.
But your Gantt chart looks okay. If there was any problem, I'll email you. Okay, I make a note of that. Good job. I think because if there are any issues, it will show up on Gantt chart and it's easy to detect. So it's good, and I'll double check it. Take
Alright.
care.
See ya.
Can I show mine as well, or
Yep, go ahead.
well-
Ryan.
oh, wait, hold on, yeah, friends.
So 33. Okay, you have everything. Perfect. Good job. Done.
Thank you.
What's the last name, Ryan? S?
Skari, Skare.
Yeah, I just need the last initial. Okay, perfect. Ryan S submitted. Who's next?
I
Me.
can go.
Cole. Oh, sorry. I already
Cole-
put it. Cole,
Cole?
yeah,
Got it? All right.
Chambers.
Can you, I need to move something on my
Here, I
screen.
can.
Things good. No, things are good there. I see you have the milestone, you have the dependency. Good job.
Thank
Who was
you.
that? Cool. Good job. You can submit and leave.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Who is next?
Let
Go ahead, Max.
me see.
All right. Scroll down on your Gantt chart. It looks okay, but I see one task is not connected. So which one is that? This one.
Those are my predecessors.
Yeah, no, the one before, it's not connecting to anything. Or maybe I didn't do that either. Maybe I missed that. Let me get control, and I'm gonna show that if I miss that. Oh, I asked you for control. What happened? Go ahead.
I hit, is it still sharing on mine?
I wanted to control your screen. Do something on your.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to unshare. Okay, there we go.
No. So maybe that's a step I missed, but let's look at it together. So this one, the blue one,
Okay.
project charter. I'm gonna just stay on it. So project charter. Okay, I'm gonna say this milestone. I think I may have missed that too. It depends on, but I didn't spot it on any other. So this milestone, it has to depend on project charter. Otherwise, or no, on the previous. What is under project charter? Yeah, it's project charter.
Yeah, it's project charter,
Yeah.
I think.
And then I'm gonna say with a lag, maybe a few days after I'm done with my project charter, this phase is done. So that was the not connected activity I was seeing is now connected, 0. Everything else looks good. Good job,
Thank you.
Max L. You are ready to submit and you're done.
All right, sounds
Who's
good.
next?
I can go next.
Go, Zach. Was it Zach?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Right.
Do you provide recordings of these Zoom meetings?
Yeah, this is recorded, and I will post it later tonight because it takes a little bit of time.
Okay, can I just follow along with that then later? Because I got some of it, but I missed quite a bit.
We have time now. Why don't you use the time? We have 30 minutes. So look at what your classmates have done, and I'm sure we may have time to just look at your specific case and see what you've missed. So what, okay, you're fixing that one.
Yep.
Perfect. So who is this again? It's Zach. 0, and 1.2, 1.1, 2. Okay. All the dependencies are here. Yes, Zach H, you're done.
All right, perfect. So I just submit the actual project file, right?
Yes,
All right, perfect.
you're welcome. Who is next?
I can go next if no one else wants to. Okay.
Jonathan,
Okay.
go ahead.
Let me see. Can you see that? Nope,
It's
that's a
coming up.
different thing. Nope, that's a different thing. Okay. Oop, I'm just opening up random stuff now. Let me just go back to Zoom.
What
Sorry,
happened?
I'm not good with the screen share. What is this?
We were seeing your
Oh,
project.
I have double screens. I was sharing the first one. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so
Jonathan, a very important detail I shared at the beginning was to change this to auto scheduled. And you
oh, how'd
so,
you do that? I was just like,
do I have control? Do I have control?
I believe I gave you control, yeah.
Why do I not? Why doesn't it click?
Okay. Wow.
There's a button kind of in the top middle. It's currently selected on manually schedule. It's right under the search thing.
No, I can't. I don't know. I mean, I don't have control.
That's okay. Then your friends that were helping you to do it yourself at the. So when it says task mode on the left, go ahead, change every one of them to auto scheduled.
Where is this task mode on the left? You said
the column. It says task mode.
Oh, this one. Yeah. Okay. So there's an auto.
Yep.
Where is that at? Oh, auto schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Take it off. Or on?
On.
It was on.
So see the pins that show up on the left of your task, it shows that they are manually scheduled. Go ahead, change them to auto schedule.
Oh, just not take off manually scheduled. All right.
Row number 3. Look at row number 3.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, now. There, maybe row number 3. Yep. Well, now everything's collapsed. I don't know. I'm just having a mess of the time right here. How about I could just like follow along with everyone else?
No, it hasn't collapsed. Nothing has happened. Row number 3. Stay on task mode. Change it to automatic.
Task mode. Okay, I'm on task mode. Can you see my thing? I'm circling around select all, auto schedule, and manual schedule.
Yes, set it to auto schedule. Row number 3.
Row number 3. This is the. I'm confused. You're not talking about row number 3 in the actual like task sheet. You're talking about in this.
Row number 3 on your task sheet.
Okay. It's covering up row number 3 when I open this up. I'm sorry.
Let me show you on my thing. Maybe you see what I do. I don't know what is covering what.
I think we might be seeing completely different things or something. I don't know.
Maybe you're right. Maybe. So I'm just asking you to change this to auto. So you have right now the blue pin. I want you to change it to auto schedule.
Oh, okay.
Change all of them to auto schedule.
So I just do them one by one?
Yeah, because at the beginning, we would add auto schedule at the bottom of the page and it would apply to all of them. I think maybe you've done that and something happened. Go ahead, change them to auto scheduled.
Okay, I'll just do that real fast.
I think that's the only thing you're missing. Everything else looks good. Next.
So after I do auto schedule, I can go and submit?
No, I have to see it before you
submit. Oh, you want to check it again? Okay.
Auto scheduled. Is that John W?
Yes.
Looks good, John. Good job.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay. Well, they're all auto scheduled. If you want to see mine again.
Let me look at some other classmates of yours, and then I'll look at yours again.
Okay, no problem.
Sure, Ben. Ben, who is that?
It's Benjamin DaCosta.
No, I mean, sorry. I was just looking at the chart, and I think I said something I didn't mean it. So 2 point, perfect. Looks good. You added some extra 1.2. I like that. So row number 9, we said the planning as a whole depends on initiation, but you added some extra dependencies. Good job, Ben. You're done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Who's next?
I'd like to go.
Go.
Can you see everything?
Yeah, in a second. So I see things there. I see dependencies. You have done a lot of finish to start. I asked in the lab guide, Joey, that you have different forms of dependencies.
Okay.
So go ahead, change one of those finish to start to start to start, and then you should be good.
Okay.
Oh, let me double check something. Show me again.
Oh, yeah.
Don't close your screen too fast. 1.1.4 is you don't have a milestone for phase 1.
For initiating?
Yes, I'm gonna show you on my screen what's missing, and that's another thing you want to add. Here,
Okay.
this row is missing, which is what the style we follow here. This one, 1.2, the milestone for the whole phase.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because business cases inside initiating.
Exactly. You have a milestone for deliverable, a milestone for phase. So fix those two and you should be good.
Okay.
Who's next?
I'll go next.
Go ahead. Perfect. Who was this?
This is Justice S.
Justice S. I'm gonna look at 0, 0, and then a bunch of dependencies. Very clean, very organized. Dependencies are very, you have everything finished to start except for the first one, which is good. So you have only one start to start, and that's 1.12, depending on 1.11. Good, done.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Who's next?
I can go.
Go ahead. The Gantt chart looks good. Let's look at this. And you have a start to start. You have the milestones. Perfect. Looks good. Good job, Naomi.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who's next?
I can go.
Go ahead, Caitlin. The Gantt chart looks good. I see some, you decomposed your tasks. Test deployment. Scroll down, please. So 0, 0, and 0. What is, okay. Scroll up, please. How did you do your dependencies? Oh no, they look good. Good, great. Good job. Done. Who's next? Those of you who have submitted, feel free to leave. So I know who hasn't submitted. Jonathan, I'm ready for you. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So I hope I do better this time. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. It's blocking it.
Okay. So you have the planning done. It's not 0.
Oh, I'm just. Oh, I like forget to put a date or time thing or something.
No, not that one. Row number 10. Row number 10. Duration must be 0.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. So then let's look at row number 7. Duration must be 0.
Number 7. Oh, it automatically went to 1. I forgot to go back. My bad.
Okay, good job.
Yay, okay.
Can I see your Gantt chart? Sometimes you, Jonathan, you have this tendency to make things bigger than they are. There was some small things.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me.
So go ahead. Show me your Gantt chart. I need to see your Gantt chart to double check everything.
That's this one, or
That's the chart on the right. Oh, let me see. I have my pictures in front of it.
it's kind of
So
small.
here I see something that's not connected. This one.
Which one is that?
Let me. Can you give me control? Let's see if we can.
Yeah. I believe you should have control by now.
Did you give me control?
I clicked, yeah.
So this one.
Okay.
Is not, or no, the one before it. The one above it. It's not done.
I don't know.
I think I didn't show you all. So I'm gonna give that one. That's the only thing that was not connected. All right, good job. You're ready to submit.
Cool. Sorry about all that.
No, you're fine. Good job. Take care.
You too.
Who's next? Robert, Nick, C, Dylan, Eddie, Greg.
Professor, I still can't download Microsoft Project through the IT lab.
Show me. Show me what happens. Share your screen.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay. Where are we?
I have the wrong screen up there.
Under search.
I have the wrong screen up. 1 second. Okay, so I have the download here. And when I click on the download, it takes me to this F drive. And if I click on setup, the app is blocked.
Are you using your own computer? Who has blocked this for you?
So I'm using my own laptop, but then it must be blocked through the School of IT, I'm guessing.
No, I just did the same thing today. This is not for the School of IT. This is your computer. Are you on your own device?
Yeah, I'm on my own Mac.
On Mac, and you're on VM Lab?
Yep, I'm using the Horizon client.
Then Microsoft Project is already there. You don't need to install it. Go ahead, programs on Office Group. Yep, that's there.
And then how do I open our class project?
What class project?
Like the document you have opened that we need to do.
You create a blank project and you follow the steps.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Save it as.
Are you guys able to hear me now?
Eddie, are you ready to go?
Yeah, sorry. For some reason, I guess the webcam on my computer doesn't actually have a microphone in it. So I had to pull up another call on my phone.
I don't need a webcam for screen sharing.
No, I know. I just mean to talk.
Oh. Okay.
1 second.
Sure. Can you join on your computer and just show me your work and
There we
write
go.
in the chat?
Okay. I am actually joined on my computer. So I can show you. It's the other me though.
Oh, sure. What is other me? Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, like I was trying to talk that whole time to let you know that like I was needing a little bit of help in terms of, for some reason, like it looks like everything's fine, but then just one thing is off to the side. So
go ahead, show me.
I think I'm showing you the right screen.
You're not sharing any screen, or now it's showing something.
Yeah.
Okay, you have the same problem as one of your classmates. And that's, why is this so small, the font? Oh,
Why is-
it's better, don't worry. Give me control, I requested it. Did you give me control?
Yeah.
Okay, then here, this is a problem. That first step to make sure everything is auto scheduled, you missed that step. And the step is when at the bottom of the page there is a bar, and here, this one, you should have changed this to auto schedule.
I did. Like if you noticed, it said it was on auto scheduled.
But
so I'm
maybe
not sure why.
scroll. If you scroll by chance, that changes to manual. Okay, scroll up for me now. I'm just changing this to auto schedule.
Okay.
And if that's the only problem that you think that a schedule has, then it should look perfect after we do this. You know, you can use chat. So you could have shared your screen and chatted. Some general question I can't help in the chat, but specific question I can help. Robert S., for you, you have till midnight to do the work, but I have to see you so that you can show me that you actually know how to do things that I expect you to do. So it's very important to use the class time effectively. So I see one not connected, this one. What is that?
This one?
Yeah, oh, this is the same, this one, I think. We'll close that one. Here.
Oh.
And this one. So you have everything. Okay, a little bit too big for my screen. I'm gonna make it more.
Yeah, sorry, I've got an ultra wide monitor, and I found out that that's making things look weird for the teachers who have.
That's good. Now you're ready to submit, Eddie. Good job. Okay. What's your last initial? B.
B.
Perfect. I found you. Next.
I fixed my
Mason, what's your problem? Show me where you are. Share your screen. Who was ready to submit?
I just got project to work on my laptop because for some reason it wasn't running. So like I'm kind of just at the beginning right now.
Sure, go ahead, do what you can do.
I've been trying to like follow what people have been showing, so.
Perfect. That's a good use of time. Who's ready to show their work?
I fixed mine if you want to see it.
Who was that?
Joey.
No, I don't need to see it. You're done. You can submit and leave. Robert is going to work later.
Hello, Professor.
Yes.
I need help. I cannot open it on my MacBook.
Did you see how Robert did that? VM Labs. Do you know how to do VM Labs?
I see it, but he was using Microsoft, right?
VM Labs connects you to a Microsoft Windows system. Yes.
But mine doesn't connect it.
Why?
Yeah, can I show you?
Yep. This is the PC you're connecting to. This is the lab.
So when I open this and I open this one, right?
Yes.
And this is what comes out.
Yeah, that's the Windows system you're working at. So go ahead, search for Microsoft Project there. On the Windows tab, or go to Office. Go to Office folder. The project is there.
This one?
No, project.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you have to do the work by midnight and submit. Look
Okay,
at the
Are you
guide.
here recording to the Black RegNet?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Do a few steps before the class ends. You still have 10 minutes. Who's next?
I'm running into a slight issue on mine.
Go ahead, show.
Okay, let's see. So mine skipped 8 rows, and it seems to be messing up with my dependencies.
What do you mean it skipped 8 rows?
Right where you see it goes from 1, 2 to 10. I don't know how it did that, but it kept all the text and everything just fine.
Just happened recently?
Yes.
What is this anyways? What was this?
Was what?
This row, I just added the row. 1, define measurable organizational value has become 9.
Oh, I see.
What's the problem? I don't see. What is the issue? I can't figure it out. What has happened? Do you know?
I don't know.
I actually had a similar thing in the previous section. We played with the row numbers. Have the rows been hidden? Let's see, unhide.
Yeah, I noticed it when I went to do dependencies, and there was like a huge gap between them.
It seems there. What if I just delete this one or cut it? Oh no, 210. What if I and this the thing, these are correct.
Oh, I inputted those manually after I noticed it.
Okay, what happens? Okay, what if I just delete this and then everything is still, then I insert again. Oh no. Everything is good except for this one. Oh. What if I add something beneath the other one? This is a very interesting. Okay, I'm not gonna spend time on this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't worry about the number.
Okay.
Fix the dependencies, and I'm not sure how we can.
Yeah, the numbers seem to be having an issue with the dependencies. So where it expands out, it's not doing that for me with the dependencies now.
So why? So this one, for example, how did you define dependencies? So for example, how did you define? Wow, the numbers are so off. What's happening here? So the depend, how did you, where is, you haven't put any dependency. This is the only one, yes?
Yes, that was the one we were starting out with at the beginning.
Okay, just put the dependencies, ignore the numbers, because you don't need the numbers. You pick the tasks from here, which you have 4, 5, 6, 7. Can we delete them here? No. There are a lot of empty tasks that are hidden and we don't know how to erase them. So just pick your dependencies. So if this one, for example, depends on the other one. It still makes your schedule logical, even if we have those hidden. Unhide. See the black line here? That shows there has been something hidden over there. Let me try again to see if I unhide. So ignore the numbers, fix the dependencies. As I added the dependency, it started to look okay. I'm gonna ignore that part because I actually don't know how to fix it. So this one, for example, design, we're gonna say it depends on planning, which is this one. We're gonna say this is a start to start with a 7 days of lag. So still the Gantt chart looks okay. We know there is a numbering issue. Fix the rest of it. I don't have a solution at this time.
Okay, I had one other slight concern with that, and that was you see where like was it the triangle that like collapses and extends out for dependencies on it or things that depend on it?
Uh-huh.
Or like the indentations. That was not showing up properly, and that's what was concerning me when I saw the other examples.
So go ahead, add the dependency, and we look at this item too. I'm gonna ask Virgil. See, somebody has left. I think Dylan had left, but we have 2 minutes to look at his. Greg, are you going to show yours?
Professor, I have a quick question.
Yes.
If I finish later, can I send you email and you check for me and
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Greg, are you going to?
I just have a problem. I missed a part where it was I didn't know how to do predecessors.
Uh-huh.
That's the only thing I missed. But
go ahead.
Okay.
So that's an important piece. I'm gonna let you fix it. And here's how: double click on a given task.
Okay, like this.
Let's go to row number 4.
Okay.
Double click, go to predecessor, you're there, pick what comes before it. So row number 4 is defining problem under task name. Under task name, pick. Okay, go ahead, select. No, don't write anything. Pick. For this one, depends on row number 3. Yes, pick that one. That's it. Okay. So this is how you do dependencies.
Okay, so do we just do that for every row?
For the rows that make sense. Some of them, yes.
Okay.
So you're gonna do that, and you're gonna submit, and then we're gonna look at it again when we get a chance. Okay. Work on the dependencies.
All right.
Take care.
Thanks, you too.
So Where are you, Virgil?
I think I'm doing it right.
Okay, show me.
This is what I got so far.
Looks good. So I see the milestones are there. Everything looks good. The only thing is here, give me control. This one, project done, project charter done, not project done. Row number 10 depends on row number 9.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's the only piece that was missing. You're ready to submit.
Okay.
Anyone else has a submission?
I don't have a submission. I actually have a question really quickly. On the gets or the start here section of ReggieNet, it says schedule the 5-minute check-in.
I haven't posted the times yet. You're right. I'm gonna do the meetings next week.
Okay. Okay.
And when I post the times, I'll send an email to all of you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.